Hi, Todd Long, myrealestateagentcoach.com. We're here today with Casey, who is one of the owners of Movement Mortgage, and wanted to interview him real quick to kind of hear his story and his relationship with Keller Williams. Casey, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
It's such a pleasure to talk to you today. How many offices are you connected with now with Keller Williams?
We are the in-house preferred lender for 83 Keller Williams offices, and we have dozens more team relationships and mega agent relationships.
Gosh,
across
that's
the
a
country.
nationwide.
It is. Yeah. We are coast to coast. We are countrywide. So
Now, you have not always been a mortgage person, right? What was your background before mortgage? What got you to mortgage?
I mean, when I used to run into people for a living.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Previous to getting into the real estate business, I was played in the NFL. That's what brought us to Charlotte, North Carolina, right after graduating from the University of Virginia.
Awesome.
My wife was going to law school up at Wake Forest, and I signed with the Panthers, and we spent a few years here in Charlotte. Then I got to spend 1 year with Tampa Bay Bucks down in Florida, and I won a Super Bowl with them, and I just enjoyed it so much that I called and retired. Got out when I still had all my body parts.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and actually that's when I got into real estate, and that was that kind of 03, 04 time frame when the only mistake you could make was to not buy a piece of property somewhere. So,
Exactly. Everything was going up like a rocket ship, and it was going to go up forever.
Forever.
Remember those days?
Forever.
Yeah. So you ended up coming into the real estate through the mortgage angle. Why mortgage? What was the?
Yeah, I actually was a real estate agent myself. So I was a realtor, got my license, and was selling investment properties, kind of like everybody was at the time.
Right, yeah.
And I tell you, when I realized that I needed to get on the finance side, a investor client called me and asked me to list her home. And I was not as a part of a great company like Keller Williams, so I did not have the great training and everything else that you all have.
Right.
And I got through, and the scary thing was I got the listing.
Right.
You're like, I looked at my wife and said, now what? What do I do with this thing? And I felt so bad. I called the client the next day and said, listen, I really need to give you to a professional realtor who understands listings. I am not your guy. And I realized at that point I really gravitated much more towards the numbers and the finance side of the business.
Right.
And then I really wanted to be in the mortgage business.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on the financial side of the business. And that's when I went and did a joint venture with my now partner, Toby Harris, who was running joint ventures for National City at the time.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. So then at some point you made the transition to being partnered with Keller Williams. How did that happen? What did that look like?
Yeah, we started our company in 2008. So about the worst time you could imagine.
Picked a great time to really get the mortgage. Yeah.
Went ahead and knocked out the worst year first. And, our very first real estate company partner was Cindy Hawks in Virginia Beach. And she was a Keller Williams, still is, a Keller Williams franchise up there. Yeah. And Cindy looked at us and said, well, boys, if you're going to be my partner, you are going to need to come to family reunion with me.
Okay.
So, when you have one client, every answer is yes.
Yeah.
Whatever you like, Miss Hawks. And I accompanied a family reunion, and that was really where I had my real first aha moment. I'd call it with Keller. Yeah. If I know you've been to family reunion a number of times, Todd.
Mega camp too. Love it.
If anyone out there has not attended one of these events, it is one of the most transformative, powerful few days I think you can invest into your real estate career. It was for me. And I sat in the auditorium down in New Orleans with 10,000 of your cohorts.
That's right, yeah.
And watched this guy, Gary Keller, get up on stage. And I remember just being in awe, really, of the vision of this guy. And what struck me so much was he told his story about just starting off in the real estate business as a local realtor. Yeah, local agent, just what I was, what you were, what any of the other 10,000
They gave him
a
Yellow Pages phone book, a white pages, said go to work. Yeah.
And the guy just had a vision that was bigger than I think any of his peers. I mean, he had a vision to do something significant in this business. And I actually texted my partner from that meeting. I said, man, not only is this company fabulously successful, but they're doing things the right way. And I said, we could build a mortgage company that did nothing but serve Keller Williams, and we'd have an unbelievable business. I mean, we could spend a lifetime working inside of this franchise, and it would be an unbelievable business. And we modeled a lot of what we do after Keller's culture and of learning and Keller's core values. Gary really articulated and put to words a lot of business principles that I generally believed in anyway.
Yeah. And I'm a big believer in, if there's been somebody that's very successful ahead of you, just follow that. I mean, there's only so many hours in the day. Let's just do what somebody else has already found is successful and follow that.
If somebody's done the hard work, man, let's go ahead and follow the lead for sure.
Yeah, and Keller Williams continues to grow. So there's infinite opportunities for somebody to grow inside of Keller Williams.
Unbelievable opportunities, and unbelievable thought leadership, I think, within those to continue to grow personally as you grow professionally.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's interesting that, you went to family reunion. You went there kind of on a mandate from a client, but when you got there, you found out that it means so much more. My first experience was Mega Camp, and I'd been to many different Caldwell Banker, Century 21, those types of events. And I went to Mega Camp with about a half of a notepad available for me to write notes on. After the half day, day one was a half day back then, I had that whole side of the notepad finished and had flipped over on the back writing more. Blew me away at the knowledge that is just given away for free by Keller Williams agents to other Keller Williams agents.
Yeah.
Just a culture of sharing.
It's a huge culture of learning, collaboration, and sharing. And it was actually the first major real estate company conference I'd ever been to. And it really expanded my mind of what this business can and should look like.
Right. So you got your first office with Keller Williams. You're doing what she asked you to do. And how did it progress from that? I mean, 80 some offices now. That's a big progression.
Yeah. Over the last 6 years, we've grown from there were 8 of us to begin with, and we now have 1,400 employees. We'll do about $4.5 billion in residential originations, and we have about 250 real estate offices. So we're not just inside of Keller, obviously, but Keller is a huge client for us. So I'm right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So a really big evolution for us was working by referral through our Carolina connections and all the great offices in the Carolinas. So we're a by referral company. We try to earn referrals from our realtor partners to other great realtor partners. We believe if we serve our partners well, they're going to refer us to other great partners. And I know a lot of your clients work by referral only.
Great lesson for real estate agents as well. I mean, that's the easiest business you can possibly get is somebody that already knows you, likes you, and trusts you and says, hey, maybe you need to talk to this Casey guy.
Yeah. And that's what happens. We were in business with Tracy Reeves in Fort Mill, just one office in the Carolinas of, I think, 30-something offices that they had. And she happened to chat with Mike Tavener about 4 years ago. And Mike was looking for a new lender. And, we had really worked hard to do a great job for Tracy. And she let us know. She said, hey, you might give this guy, Mike Tavener, a call. Because we asked that great question, right? Who's the next person you might know who might need a lender? Right. And man, I didn't realize she was referring me to the owner of the region, right? But she gave me this name, right? Yeah, kind of influential, a little bit of a center of influence there for us. Gave me this name, and I picked up the phone and just called him, right? Follow up, right? Follow up, right? And, Mike, I remember he said, okay, I'll give you 30 minutes tomorrow. And, wow. Fast. Yeah, it was fast. It was 2.5 hours away. And, one of the beauty of not having any other clients, right? I had time to invest, right?
Tomorrow, let me look at my schedule.
I can fit those 30 minutes in for you, Mike. I'll drive 5 hours to enjoy 30. Yeah. But, you do what you need to do, right, when you're starting a business. And you follow up on those leads, right? So I jumped in my truck and drove 2.5 hours up to the mountains. And for a 30-minute meeting with Tavener, and that 30-minute meeting turned into about a 2.5-hour meeting. So we kind of hit it. We hit it off. We hit it off, and I was trying to bring a lot of value to the meeting. I told him kind of our vision of building a company in every way, shape, and form that was geared to serve realtors and help them grow their business. We wanted to lead with a giving hand, be culture-based, be about our partners' success first and foremost. And through another series of events, we got an opportunity with Mike. And he said, hey, man, I'll give you an opportunity in this office. So we went into that Keller Williams Asheville office and worked really hard, still partners with them today. And through a lot of hard work and, again, referrals, I think we're in, all but just a couple offices now in the Carolinas. Worked into 30-plus offices just in the Carolinas. And it's been a absolutely fabulous relationship. But we've grown our business just the way you're clients do.
Yeah.
One customer at a time and by referral.
Yeah, I think it's a great story. I mean, you could have taken a step back and said, "Oh, I might call this Mr. Tavner and mess up the conversation, and then it's going to get back to my first client, and then they're going to be upset." But no, I mean, she wanted to help you.
Yeah.
He said, "Sure, come on up." Gave you an opportunity because he will, and I'm sure he's probably referred you a couple of people since then.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's been an unbelievable. But I hope it's because we've done a great job for him.
Right.
I hope
Customer
it's not
service
just because,
first.
he liked us, but first of all, there's a professional respect and relationship there that we hold extremely in high regard.
Right.
So we work to serve that office and their interests first. And we say, hey, if we do a great job with that, hopefully they'll be willing to refer us to their friends and family who would like to receive that same kind of service.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's been an unbelievable relationship, and I think you're right. I see so many times guys go, man, we've been the fastest growing mortgage bank in the U.S. over the last 5 years, and how do you do it? How you do it? And a lot of people enter this business or enter business in general with a spirit of fear and timidity, right? And we kind of go back, to Joshua 1:6 says, hey, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, right? Where God's kind of given some mandates there. And, we just really felt a sense of calling to this whole business that we've been pursuing. And in that, man, there's a lot of reasons to be fearful. There's a lot of reasons for any of your agents, I think, to be fearful.
Sure.
This is a tough business.
It's a tough business.
It's a tough business.
Yes.
It's not for the weak of heart.
It is not.
But you
You
go
have
out
to
there.
build it yourself.
Yeah, you are. And the beauty of that is you can build a billion-dollar company like Gary Keller has.
That's right.
Right? There is no limits.
Yeah.
So you are the only person that's going to put a limit to how much success you have in this business, and I love that.
Gary Carroll said after he had his second sales office, he started answering the phone, national headquarters.
Yeah,
That's a big vision.
Had a vision, man.
That's a big vision.
Yeah.
What else would you like to share with my potential coaching client group? Anything else that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I tell you, if we were encouraging anybody that's starting off in this business, it's have a vision of how you're going to serve your customer and really have them blessed by interacting with you. That's our goal. That's our passion. We're trying to build a mortgage bank to serve our real estate agent partners, period. Yeah. I think if you come up with a way, you talked about having 3 ways you're going to differentiate yourself from your competitors, right? We want to have multiple ways. We want to figure out as many ways as we can to benefit our real estate agent partners to differentiate us from the competition, where they look at us and go, you know what, these guys have done more to help me build my business than anybody else out there. And we think when kind of the old Zig Ziglar, you're going to get what you want in life by helping as many other people get what they want first. Yeah. We really believe in that. We believe in leading with a giving hand and helping others be successful, and that our success becomes a byproduct of how many others we can make successful in their own professional pursuits.
So let me put you on the spot, Casey.
Come on.
What are some of the things that separate you from the competition?
Well, first and foremost, we have a 7-day clear-to-close value proposition that I think is fairly revolutionary. 73% of our loans this month will be clear to close in 7 business days. We think that serves our realtor partners in multiple ways. First of all, it levers their time, right? They don't have to worry about all month about, my gosh, is this thing going to get to closing? Is the HUD going to get out? What are the last steps?
Are they doing anything? I hadn't heard from anybody.
Yeah, don't know. It's because we just find on the listing and the buy side, when we can get HUD not hours but weeks in advance of closing, man, the stress levels for everybody just plummet. And that helps you hopefully go out and create a referable experience for that client and have the time to go prospect for more clients. Yeah, so that's kind of our first value proposition offering. Second thing we try to do is come alongside you with world-class marketing. We kind of say, hey, we as a company can house fabulous video and print marketing folks.
Great staff.
Thank you.
That maybe a brand new agent can't afford to have themselves.
And if we want to do some co-branded work together, man, we can put out some fabulous material together and help one another grow our businesses together. And then third, we like to have an aligned culture. I think it's important to be in business with people who culturally align with your core beliefs. And you need to know that. So we're pretty overt about who we are in the marketplace. You can check us out on our website, movementmortgage.com, and just see what we're about with our own corporate culture and then our culture of reinvesting back into communities. And we fundamentally believe we want to bless the communities that we serve. So we want to leave them better than we found them. And we do that in partnership with our agent partners. So we try to lock arms with agent partners to leave the community a better place than we found it together.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Casey, thank you for your time today. Todd Long, myrealestateagentcoach.com. Please check out the website for more videos like this, and please comment and subscribe.